Hi students, good morning. Today I am going to teach plus 2 accountancy lesson 3. The name of the lesson 3 is accounts of partnership, forms and the fundamentals. That is basic accounting rules for partnership business. Usually in accountancy, the final accounts are trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. It is for manufacturing business. Okay, that is companies, manufacturing business and the companies only. They are preparing final accounts. That is trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. For partnership firms, some basic rules are there to maintain the accounts. I will teach you what are the basic rules to be followed for maintaining partnership accounts. Take page number 81. In our textbook, page number 81. Accounts of partnership firms and fundamentals. Accounts of partnership firms, fundamentals. Fundamentals means basic fundamentals. That is basics. Take page number 82. In that they have given the meaning and what are the rules to be followed for partnership firms. Partnership firm is a firm of organization when two or more persons carry on some business, some legal business. That is, for sole trader means need only one person. For partnership means minimum 2 persons we need to start the business. 2 or more. Activity on the basis of agreement. Partnership business purely based on agreement. That you have already studied in plus 1 commerce in partnership chapter. To start the partnership business, we need minimum 2 persons to undertake a legal business. Okay, based on the agreement. Without agreement, the partnership firm will not start. Okay, the persons who have agreed to carry on the partnership firm business are individually called partners and collectively called firm. Okay. In a partnership firm, an individual person is called partner. When collectively called, all the partners in a partnership firm are firm, F-I-R-M. So usually partnership business we have to say firm, F-I-R-M, firm. Individually a person is called from the partnership firm is called partnership, partner, sorry. Okay. The name under which the business firm is called the firm name. Okay. Then below that he has given meaning, definition and features of partnership. Meaning and definition of partnership. When 2 or more persons join together to form a business to share the profit or loss arising therefrom. Minimum 2 or more persons to conduct the partnership business. They have to contribute the capital. Based on the capital contribution only, they will share the profit. Whatever the profit will come from the partnership firm, that should be shared by all the partners based on their capital contribution. For example, there are 3 partners are there, A, B, C. A contributed rupees 3 lakhs, B contributed rupees 2 lakhs and C contributed rupees 1 lakh. Means based on their capital contribution only the share of profit should be shared. That is 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. That is 3:2:1. On the basis of capital contribution only, the partners' profit sharing, profit or loss sharing will be calculated. Okay, how much of amount they have contributed for the business partnership firm. Based on that only, we have to calculate the profit sharing ratio. 3:2:1. So 3 share for A, 2 share for B, and 1 share for C. For example, the particular period, the partnership firm earned rupees 5 lakhs. The profit is 5 lakhs means that 5 lakhs is calculated on the basis of 3:2:1. I'll tell you how to calculate. For example, the total profit of the partnership firm is rupees 5 lakhs. It means A share is 3. No, so actually total share is 3 plus 2 plus 1. That is equal to total share is 6. Out of the total share 6, 3 share goes for A for 5 lakhs. That is the total profit is rupees 5 lakhs into how many shares for A? For A is 3 share out of 6 share. For B, total profit is rupees 5 lakhs into how much of share for B? 2 out of 6. C, the total profit is rupees 5 lakhs into for him 1 share out of 6 share. So on this basis only we have to calculate the profit of partners. Okay, this is the way we have to calculate the profit sharing ratio, and the profit availed within the business means that profit should be apportioned on the basis of the capital contributed by all the partners. Okay, yes. So that thing only we have mentioned in the meaning of partnership firm. Partnership, when 2 or more persons join together to form a legal business to share the profit or loss arising therefrom in an agreed ratio. I told you, no, this is called agreed ratio. So they will calculate the profit sharing ratio or loss sharing ratio based on this agreed ratio. Okay, the partnership among them called partnership. The business may be carried on by all or any of them acting for all. That is, any one of the persons can be taking charges for all the business activities, or all the partners can take each and every section of the partnership firm. Okay. Now, below that, one important questions will be there, that is definition of partnership. Definition. The definition is very, very important. Many times they ask in the 2-mark question, define partnership. Define partnership. Now, this question is very, very important. Please note it down. Define partnership. Definition of partnership. Define partnership. Definition of partnership. According to Section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 says, partnership is defined the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. That is, any one of the persons should take care of the business, or all of them taking care of the business. This is the definition for partnership firm. Many times they asked in 2-mark questions. Please note it down. Very important question. Definition of partnership. The answer for the definition of partnership available in our textbook, page number 82. Okay, under the meaning and the definition of partnership. Now, features of partnership. This is also very, very important question. Note it down. What are the features? Partnership is an association of 2 or more persons. If you want to establish a partnership firm, we need minimum 2 persons. Minimum 2 persons we need. Okay, more persons, 10 for banking business, 20 for other business. Okay, 50 for other business. The maximum number of business is limited to 50. That is for one word questions. One more questions, please note it down. The maximum numbers for the partnership firm is 50. Limited to 50. There should be an agreement among the persons to share the profit or loss of the business. The agreement may be oral or written. Very important. The agreement should be oral or written. Before starting the business, the partners should create the agreement basis on the Partnership Act 1932. In 1932 Act, everything mentioned how to create the business, what are the rules to be followed in the business. Based on that act, every partnership firm have to create one agreement. Without agreement, there is no partnership firm. Okay, so they have to, before starting the business, they must create a agreement. Okay, so without agreement, there is no partnership firm. Very important one. Okay, yes. So there should be an agreement among all the partners to share the profit or loss of the business. The agreement may be oral or written. Okay. Orally, we can talk with the other partner. We can, based on that oral statement, we can start the business. But safe thing is written only. Okay, written document of the partnership deed is very important. Suppose in future they may have some litigations or quarrels among the partners. So by that time, the word will tell you the truth. Okay, word, that is written word is tell you the truth. But oral may be changed also. So while you following the partnership rules, you have to create a partnership agreement by written only. Best is written. Oral is also admitted, but written is the best one. Okay, written in the stamp paper, not in the plain paper. Written in the stamp paper is the best one for doing that is creating the partnership agreement. Okay, yes, the third point is the agreement must be to carry on a business and share the profit of the business. In that agreement, you have to mention what are the in what way you have to take the profit. In what way you have to take the profit. Then the business must be carried on by all or any of them acting for all. That is, any one of the persons, with the consent of other partners, any one of the persons can take the charge of the business, or all the partners can take each section of the business. Okay, so this is partnership features. Now, partnership deed. Partnership deed is nothing but document in writing. That is, partnership deed is nothing but partnership agreement. Partnership agreement, partnership deed, both are same. Partnership agreement and partnership deed, both are same. Okay, partnership deed is a document in writing that contains the terms of the agreement among the partners. It is not compulsory for a partnership firm. It is not compulsory for partnership firm to have a partnership deed as per the Indian Partnership Act 1932. But it is desirable to have a partnership deed as it serves as an evidence of the firm of the agreement among the partners. Contents of partnership deed, very very important. Sometimes they will ask you 3 marks. Okay, write any 6 points of partnership deed. 6. Okay. Contents of partnership deed. In that partnership deed, that is partnership agreement, what are the details mentioned? Name of the firm and the nature and the place of the business. Date of commencement of the business, that is, and the duration of the business. Name and address of all partners. Capital contributed by each partner. Profit sharing ratio. Amount of drawings allowed to each partner. Rate of interest to be allowed on capital. Rate of interest on drawings of partners. Rate of interest on loans provided by partners. Amount of salary is to be allowed any partner. Maintenance of accounts and audit procedures. Procedure for admission of a new partner. procedure for retirement of a new partner and settlement of due to the retired partner, method of valuation of goodwill and valuation of assets, appointment of executors in case of death of your partner, and settlement of dues to the legal heirs, settlement of accounts on dissolution of the firm. These all are the important points should be written in the partnership agreement or partnership deed. Everything should be mentioned. What are the details mentioned in the partnership deed? These details should be mentioned in the agreement also, that is deed also. This is very, very important questions. Definitely they will ask in 3 mark questions. Write any 6 points of partnership deed, means at least you write minimum 6 points, okay, as per the textbook. Now, application of provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 in the absence of partnership deed. This is very important. Very, very important. This questions, based on this questions, they will ask 5 more questions or 3 more questions. Very important provisions. Okay. Applications of the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 in the absence of partnership deed. Suppose any one of the business failed to follow the failed to create the partnership deed, by that time they have to follow the rules and regulations given in the Partnership Act 1932. Okay, that I will explain you what are the details to be followed. Suppose any one of the partnership firm not maintaining the partnership deed, because partnership deed is not compulsory, said as I mentioned in the textbook. So some of the partners will not follow the partnership deed, so they will not maintain the partnership deed. So by that time they have to follow the given instruction as per the Indian Partnership Act 1932. I will tell you what are the details to be followed without maintaining the partnership deed or partnership deed. Okay, yes, that is number 1, remuneration of to partner. Remuneration is nothing but salary. No salary or remuneration. You see, each and every point is very, very important. You should be bear in mind. Okay, no salary or remuneration is allowed to any partner when if they are not maintaining the partnership deed. Okay, partnership deed they are not maintaining means, so suppose they are maintaining the partnership deed means, in that partnership deed suppose they are allowing the salary means they have to mention in the partnership deed how much of salary to be allowed for each partner, but they are not maintaining the partnership deed means, so there is no salary. Okay, there is no salary to any partner. No partner will get the salary if they are not maintaining the partnership deed. Okay, point number 2, profit sharing ratio. If suppose they are not maintaining the profit share, that is partnership deed, in that partnership deed actually they have to mention A is contributing this amount, B is contributed this amount, C is contributed this amount. Based on the contribution of the capital only, we are following the profit sharing ratio. They have mentioned in the, if they are maintaining the partnership deed means definitely they will in the agreement, they will mention in the agreement means they have to follow the agreement basis ratio only. Suppose they are not following the agreement means, what they have to do means they have to follow the rules given in the act. What act it says, if partnership deed is not followed, or okay, partnership deed is not followed means, what the agreement is they have not written means, they have not followed means, profit and loss is to be shared equally. Please listen. If suppose they are following, that is they have created the partnership deed means, in the deed they mention A contributed rupees 2 lakhs, B contributed rupees 1 lakh, so profit sharing ratio is 2:1. When they will follow this ratio means if they maintain the partnership deed or agreement. Partnership deed or agreement they are following means, so they have to follow as per the capital contributed by each of the partner. Suppose they are not maintaining the partnership deed or agreement means They have to follow what this says, what that act says. Act says if you are not following, if you are not created the partnership agreement or partnership deed, means the partners, whatever the amount they contributed, that is not a problem, that is not an issue. They have to calculate the profit sharing ratio or loss sharing ratio equally. Sir, no sir, I contributed 2 lakhs, but he contributed 1 lakh, then how come we have to share the profit equally? Because you are not following the partnership deed or partnership agreement. Suppose you followed, you have already prepared the partnership deed or partnership agreement, means in that partnership deed you have to mention everything. Based on the mentioned thing, you can follow the rule, you can follow as per the deed. But you are not following the deed, no. So by that time, what you have to do, in the absence of partnership deed or partnership agreement, you have to follow act of the partnership. Act says if you are not following the partnership deed, you have to calculate, you have to share the profit or loss equally. Whatever you contributed, that is not a issue. Okay, suppose A is contributed 5 lakhs, B is contributed 3 lakhs, 5:3 is the partnership profit sharing ratio. But they have not followed the agreement or deed. So by that time, whatever they contributed, that is not an issue. They have to calculate equally. Suppose 1 lakh comes means 50,000, 50,000. Okay, 1 lakh 50,000 means 75,000, 75,000. Like that, they have to take equally partnership profit share ratio. Okay, what is the third point? Interest on capital. No interest on capital is allowed if they are not following the partnership deed or agreement. Suppose they are following, means everything they mentioned in the deed, but they are not following the partnership deed, means what they have to do? What they have to do? That no allowing of interest on capital. Where a partner is entitled to interest on capital contributed as per the partnership deed, such interest capital will be payable only out of the profit. This is very important. What he says, no interest is allowed on capital when they are not following partnership deed. Where a partner is entitled to interest on capital contributed as per partnership deed, such interest will be payable only out of the profit. Okay, next, interest on loan. Interest on loan is to be allowed at the rate of 6% per annum. Okay, loan is entirely different because they loan only. So if anyone, if the partnership firm borrowed loan from the outsiders or partner, the rule is same. Suppose the outsiders, you borrowed the loan from the outsiders, means you have to give periodically the interest what you availed. Okay, what you availed from the outsiders. Like that, you have to give the interest on loan to the partners also. Because if outsiders gives the loans, means we have to periodically we have to give the interest. No. So like that, partners. So if partner is given the loan to the partnership firm, means we have to treat him as that party, because loan is outsiders, that is creditors loan. Okay, we have to give return back the loans. So till then we have to pay the interest. Yes, that interest is 6%. If you borrow the loan from others or from the partners, you must give the 6% interest on loan per annum. The last point is interest on drawings. No interest on drawings is charged on the partners. Okay, so these all are the rules and regulations to be followed while preparing the basic accounts of partnership firm. Okay, basic accounts of partnership firm. In that one illustration 1, I'll teach you now. Very easy, and it is a 5-mark questions. What is? I'll read the question now. Illustration 1, page number 84. A, B, C, D are partners in a firm. There is no partnership deed. They are the partners. A, B, C, D are the partners, but they are not following. That is, they are not maintaining the partnership deed. How will you deal with the following? By that time, how will you deal with the following situations is asking. This is important 5-mark questions. Please note it down. Number 1, question number 1. A has contributed maximum capital. He demands interest on capital 12% per annum. Okay, but what partnership act says means, if the partnership firm is not following the partnership deed or agreement, means there is no interest to be allowed on their capital. Whatever they contributed, even 1 crore also they contributed. If they are not following the partnership deed or agreement, the act says no interest to be provided to the any one of the partners. So the answer you must write no interest on. See the answer solution given in the textbook itself. Since there is no partnership deed, provision of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 will apply. If you are not created the partnership deed, means by that time you have to follow only the rules what they have explained in the Partnership Act 1932. Partnership Act 1932 says no interest on capital payable to partner because why? Because they are not following the partnership deed. So here A is not entitled to get the interest on capital. What is the second question? See the question 2. B withdrawn rupees 1000 per month. Other partners ask B to pay interest on drawings at 10% per annum of the firm, but B does not agree to pay. Actually, B took rupees 1000 per month every month. So other partners, what they are saying, you took some amount from the business, no? So you have to pay the interest for the amount you taken. But B said, no, I am not paying. So in that situation, how will you deal? The partnership deed says no interest chargeable on drawings because you are not maintaining partnership deed. So by that time there is no interest on drawings. So the second answer C, page number 25 is available. No interest is chargeable on drawings made by the partners. Therefore, we need not to pay interest on drawings. What the third question? Loan advanced to C to the firm rupees 10,000. That is, one of the partner given the loan to the firm. That is partnership firm rupees 10,000. He has given to the partnership firm rupees 10,000. He demands interest on loan. He gave the 10,000 rupees loan. No, for that he is claiming 9% interest for loan given to the partnership firm. But as per the rule, when the partnership deed is not followed, means we have to give the loan to interest on loan to partners. That is limited only 6% only. But he is claiming 9%. But as per the Act says only 6% to be allowed. See, interest on loan is payable only 6% per annum. Therefore, C will get the interest at 6% per annum on rupees 10,000 because he has given rupees 10,000. From 10,000, 6% will be calculated. That is 600 rupees will be given per annum as interest on loan. What is the next question? D demands salary at the rate of 5,000 per month as he spends full time of the business. D says I am spending full time in the partnership business, but I need rupees 5,000 as salary. But B and C will not agree. In this situation, what the Act says means no remuneration. If you are not following the partnership deed or partnership agreement, means no remuneration is payable to any partner. Hence, D will not get. D is not entitled to salary. Last, A demands the profit to be shared in the capital ratio, but B, C, D did not agree. Okay, A is contributed more amount. Okay, but what A is claiming, I need more profit sharing ratio. Since they are not following the partnership deed, the Act says if the partnership firm not following the partnership deed or partnership agreement, the profit sharing ratio should be calculated equally. Equally means how much whatever they contributed. Suppose A contributed 5 lakhs, B contributed 3 lakhs, C contributed 2 lakhs, D contributed 50,000. Whatever it may be, if they are not following the partnership deed, means they have to calculate the profit sharing ratio equally only. That is the rule. That is the Act says. So here profit should be distributed equally. Okay. So please write in your classwork applications of the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 in absence of partnership deed. That for 6 points they have given, no 5 points. That should be right in your classwork, and the meaning and the definition of partnership and contents of partnership. Okay, everything you should write in your classwork, and this example 1 also you must write in your classwork. Based on the example 1, exercise 1 you should do as a class homework. Okay, so take page number 112, 111, 111, triple one and sorry, triple 112. Question number 1, exercise 4, exercise question number 1. First question is based on illustration 1. So you please do homework. Okay. Next class we will see the other sums. Okay. Thank you.